Welcome everyone to episode 52 of the COD Casuals.
Yes,
We're
sir.
your host Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Fantastic. We made it a year.
Yeah, one
This
year.
is us.
Congrats.
Man, it's crazy to think that like a whole year ago, like we haven't missed a single week of doing this.
Yeah, I know.
And
one episode every week.
yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
And like what we were doing you were making the thumbnails and we were just looking through them trying to see which one we were going to pick.
Yeah.
It's crazy because we just get to see how over the year they've changed. Like we thought they were really good at the beginning.
Yeah.
And now like they're 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
And probably next year we're gonna think they're like the ones that we did now are terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And for you guys like watching this, because now we got video.
Yeah.
Camera. Look at the camera.
Exactly, right?
They can see us. So if this works out well, then they can see video.
Yeah, exactly.
If we didn't figure it out, then you got out here.
yeah, right. No, we wanted to try video for the year since we've been doing it for this time and thought you guys obviously should kind of know who we are.
Yep.
Put some faces to the voice.
Yeah. So I wonder if they expect us to look like this.
No.
They're not.
Maybe it's because I've got super dorky glasses on, probably. My Harry Potter frames.
So obviously I'm Justin.
And I'm Mike.
That's Mike.
I'm Mike, yeah.
So this is what we look like.
It's very weird.
I know, it's really weird because we got to focus now. Like we have to look into the camera.
Yeah.
When we're
It's
talking
weird.
every now and then.
But it's all the same stuff. So since it's the year, episode 52, when we started this, we thought we'd, for this episode, kind of keep things where we're still going to do our updates and everything on the game since the game is still, kind of in shambles. But it's getting better bit by bit. But also do some more personal questions, kind of answer some things about us. Since you get to actually see what we look like and realize that we're not AI robots.
Yeah.
You know.
Some random robots.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing today.
Yeah, we can start off with the just short updates of the game. So Champion Hill's back. Duos is back. Literally
thank God.
The night we recorded, I'm pretty sure that night, like we hopped on and then it was fixed.
Yeah, I think so.
Or was the day after?
Yeah, I think so. It was within a day or two.
Yeah.
From when we last recorded that it got fixed.
Yeah.
Which it's everything because again, we've talked about it a bajillion times. We're going to sound like a broken record until this game is done.
Yeah.
That Champion Hill is definitely one of the best things they've added in this game. And they just kept getting rid of it and adding in other stupid shit.
Yeah.
And now they've finally, now it's back again.
Yeah.
I'm sure in a couple weeks it's going to be gone again.
Yep.
But no, we're happy that it's back for now.
Yeah, and we're playing really well again. So, we're actually hopping on and we enjoy playing duos.
I will say though too, it took like a little bit to adjust from trios because trios is so different than duos.
Yeah.
Like
because you're just hunting for kills as fast as possible.
Yeah, trios is especially just being on the same maps. It's so hectic.
Yeah,
it's absurd. And then you go to duos and I think last night we were playing. There was a couple of those guys. Remember they had 12 lives. They were super deep into the pool. Yeah, and we were like, oh man, how do these guys have 12 lives? And it was just crickets. They were barely playing. We're like,
they weren't moving.
Yeah. Trios you never see that unless it's at the end. They have 0 lives and they're playing like rats.
Yeah, and callouts too. In trios, it was so hard to get callouts out because you would die so fast.
Yeah,
and in duos is you can call out and you can see everyone.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, us in trios, we didn't call out that much because it wasn't we didn't have enough time to call out.
Yeah.
By the time I called out, you were already dead.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And then that kind of transferred over to duos, so we had to adjust to that.
Yeah.
And adjust to calling out and stuff.
So that's been back. And then something I saw, Sledgehammer, they went and tweeted about it. I mean, it was in the in our last episode. I don't even think we talked about it much. Was Blitz being in the game? Was it Blitz or Ground War?
Oh yeah, that was the rumors.
Yeah.
I guess I added it.
Yeah. And we haven't even played it yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to try that out. I have no idea.
Blitz is what is that?
That's a good question.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's the dog tag thing where you have to go, you kill people and then you grab the tags and you have to bring it to a certain area and deposit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what Blitz is.
Yeah, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong if you guys are watching, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Which I wouldn't mind trying. I mean, I like it's kill confirmed and I don't even know what the other game mode it could be combined with almost. Yeah. Not domination, but it's
yeah, it's just grabbing all the tags and depositing them.
Yeah.
We played that in BO4, I think.
Yeah, there was
something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember if that's what it was called or not.
Yeah, grab tags, sit and deposit, and if you grab too many and you die, like you lose all.
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
No, I remember it now. But no, that's a game we haven't tried it at all. So gonna have to try that one out and see how it is.
Yeah. And season 2's coming out February 14th.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's in what, next week? Yeah, next week.
We'll see how it is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right? I mean, hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I'm waiting with bated breath on that one. I mean, again, they delayed it, which I'm happy about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always, I would much rather them delay stuff. I mean, we were talking about this last night with Grand Theft Auto, because that was big news. Was Rockstar when announced GTA 6 is in development?
Yeah.
Quotation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying they're lying, but like, who knows what stage of development? Like we were saying, they might just be sketching it out on pen and paper or on iPads and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's probably where they are with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like that game, if that game gets delayed, like please just delay that game. Like I don't want to rush it.
Yeah, yeah.
And same thing with the Vanguard updates. Like if they're gonna put it out, be like, hey, it's coming out this day, and it comes out a broken mess like the rest of the game.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
The only thing that sucks is that like they're on a timeline.
Yeah, that is true.
They have to get like all the seasons out.
Yeah,
it's probably like 6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah,
with all the prestiges. So I mean, at least if they put it out. Hopefully it's good. It's manageable.
Thankfully, hot fixes are a thing.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So, otherwise they'd be screwed.
Yeah, just fix control.
Yeah.
That's and like yeah. Whatever. If all other game modes are broken, it's fine.
Well, that is the thing for us, right? But I went because I check out their tweets a lot. Like people who reply to it, most of the stuff people are always saying like it's like every game mode. There's like a group of people who like they're domination freaks. And these people are like fix dominate, and I can only imagine domination's broken, like with the A, B, and C.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're like fix domination, fix like kill confirm, fix this, fix this. I'm like, damn, dude, every single game mode's broken.
Yeah, I don't know.
Search and destroy is dumb busted in this game.
Yeah, I mean we
Super
don't play
busted.
it.
No, we don't play it.
So,
but no, search and destroy with all like the bomb glitches and. Apparently there was something I saw. Can't remember exactly what it was like specifically, but it was. Something like if you're shooting a guy while he's defusing or planning or something like that, the game literally crashes.
Yeah, that was a recent update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah. I'm glad we don't play that to experience it because what was it? The control like ending by itself is already bad enough.
Yeah.
Like I could imagine being like mid-round and trying to clutch on the guy, game crashes.
Yeah, can you imagine? You just get the blue screen.
Yeah. I'm hopping off after that.
Yeah, dude.
Not playing.
Totally done.
But I mean, so we got season 2 to look forward to at least to fix those like glitches that shouldn't even be in the game.
Yeah, I'm excited for it just because we've kind of we're taking it easy on the rest of the game right now because man, we finished season 1
a while ago.
Yeah, I can't even remember how long it's been.
Yeah,
I mean, hit master that was a long time ago, and then doing all the season challenges we did those.
Yeah,
so there's really not much else to grind for. And like with all the seasons, at least in Cold War, again, we were talking about this too. With Cold War, every 50 levels, if you guys didn't play it, you would get a prestige key. And then they had a prestige shop. They added that later in the game though. Yeah. So then you could go in there and buy a bunch of cool stuff. This game, at the moment, there's no reason to play past 200.
Yeah, literally. It's like, you don't get anything for it.
Yeah, there's no reward.
Yeah. And I'm almost level 500.
Yeah. And I think I'm 100. I think I'm 100 levels less than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we haven't gotten. I mean, all those levels are literally from Champ Hill.
Yeah. But that's the thing though. That's so stupid, right? Like, if it was in Cold War, I would be there'd be a bit more of an incentive to grind those because then I get more tokens and buy some stuff, even though we just ordered them.
Yeah.
But now it's like. You're like 100 levels higher, and it's like, what do you got to show for it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no point.
Yeah, I go into lobbies and I get like some confidence that I'm higher than everyone. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
And like, I mean, we've seen people like way higher than us, and then like they don't do well.
We've also, we've seen some people who are like 999.
Yeah. The ones that you see that are like level 700 and 800, those people are real.
Yeah, those are real.
And then I'm very surprised that they're not like good at the game already.
Yeah.
At that point.
If
you're playing the game for that long, I feel like you should be like decent at the game.
Oh yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Like that's so much time put into the game.
Yeah.
I just don't understand that. I mean, that's always been the thing in COD. You've always seen those people like who are on burner accounts and they're like first prestige and you're like, oh, they're trash.
Yeah.
But they've been at first prestige forever. They never left.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get that 10th prestige weeb.
Yeah.
Who is literally a can. It just sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like getting super high in games right now, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Like at all. There's no incentive. But I want that back.
Yeah.
I want to hit 10th prestige and like people look at me and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's what I want.
This guy entered the lobby and we're fucked.
Yeah. No, I definitely want that. But like right now, I mean, you just, I don't know. There's no reason to ever go past that. Like for the, for our prestiges, like I would just hit 200, maybe go a little bit past it to finish up the season challenges.
Yeah.
Since we started ours late and that's it.
Yeah.
So season 2 has to really, I don't know, it's got to bring it. I'm excited for it, but I don't know. Like I hope it brings enough, you know, to keep me going.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to because it's podcast.
Oh yeah,
the reason why we're still getting through Vanguard is this podcast.
Yeah. No, I think too because we play. I mean, again, like we play every single day for 2 hours. You know, this game could literally be the worst game ever made, and we're still playing it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just like at what level? Like, is it fun?
Yeah.
Like, is it? You know, because sometimes it's like Champ Hill again. Fantastic. Champ Hill, like for me, it's like that game mode's like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, I've had moments where like I'll sign on and like play a bunch by myself.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm going for challenges right now. And it's because like I'm just in the mindset of going for challenges.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why like I'm an extra 100 levels higher than you.
Yeah.
Like, because I've just been going for challenges.
Yeah.
But if those challenges weren't there or when I'm done with them,
tough.
It's going to be kind of hard.
Yeah.
So
that's why we do those season challenges.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're ever having a hard time trying to get through the game, start doing the season challenges.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the first COD since like MW3 where I'm going to get all the like COD challenges.
Yeah.
Like the actual like grizzled veteran, like all those. I'm like really, really close.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for those like kind of just like on the side as I play.
Yeah.
Because I started to realize, like, I remember in the older ones, I was surprised. I never really got that much done. Like, you had to really go for them.
Yeah.
Now this one, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Like,
you just have to play like a certain game mode. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Like, I think there's one of them where I have to play, I think it's hardcore.
Yeah.
I could be right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of them you have to play hardcore. So like I'll have to go for that one. But the other ones I just look at the challenges and I'm like, oh, like I could totally do that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the thing. I got the hardcore one like last week.
Yeah.
And it's just playing the game.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, like the time to kill in this, it's basically hardcore.
Yeah, exactly.
You die so fast in it, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the hardcore challenge is like get 1,000 kills in hardcore, which is that's not bad.
No, it's
like, just grinding out games.
You just play the game. That's it. There's literally nothing else to it.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what we have looking forward to.
We shall see. We shall see what it is.
But the main topic of today, obviously, 1 year of the COD Casuals, and we put together like a list of like 10 questions. Yeah, 8 to 10 questions about ourselves, introducing ourselves to newer folks and any listeners from the beginning.
Yeah,
because they don't know what we look like, and
exactly
now they do. So, I broke it up into 2 categories, right? So personal and Call of Duty questions. So I guess we can start off with the personal ones.
Yeah, we'll get the personal stuff out of the way.
Yeah. So you can go first, right? So who are you?
My name is Mike.
Yeah.
Gonna be 24 years old. Yeah, I mean I'm it's kind of hard to answer that. Like, I love playing Call of Duty. I'm a gamer. I'm a musician, teach music, teach guitar. And yeah, that's kind of, I guess that's what I'd say. A good friend too. That's what I hope to be.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's like
co-host.
Co-host, right? Yeah, those are my 2 main things that I guess I would label myself as someone who's a musician and a gamer. Those are my 2 passions. That's my main passion outside of gaming.
Yeah.
Is playing and teaching. So, yeah, that's mainly what I'd bottleneck myself into, those 2 things.
That's pretty good description.
Yeah, and a friend to some.
What
about you, bro? Who the hell are you?
I'm Justin, co-host of the COD Casuals. So I mean, my main passion is, I mean, like you and I game, like we game every single day. That's like our main hobby.
Yeah.
Outside of like gaming, like I work in financial services. So I mean, I guess pretty generic to some. To others, it might be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
But that's what I work. What I do for work outside of like, you know, gaming and doing the podcast and stuff. I mean, other hobbies really, like I used to play like sports. I used to play ultimate frisbee.
Well, I was just gonna say, I don't know if it was a question that we had there, because like, do we know each other really outside of this? You know?
Oh yeah. I got more down the pipeline.
Yeah. Because we would play ultimate frisbee. Like right now it's winter, so we ain't playing no frisbee.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, you fry at ultimate. Like I'm like más o menos, but you're like really good. You used to play in college and everything.
Yeah, I used to play in a league and stuff. So I mean, that's like, I guess that's my fun fact.
Fun fact.
I played ultimate frisbee in college.
Yeah,
and everybody was like,
"What the hell is that?"
Yeah, what is that? Yeah. So if any of you know what ultimate frisbee is, like,
there you go. Words to you, right?
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I do. Like literally outside of gaming, like I work. And after work, I sign off, come on a game.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
mainly.
we game 9 to 9:30. That's when we hop on. 11 o'clock, we hop off every night, no matter what.
So, I mean, you know, we live the simple life.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we're on different schedules. Like you work 9 to 5, and I usually work like 12 to 8, 11 to 8. And it's a commute for me. So I get back around 9. I really get home, like get off my work clothes. Yeah. Like get off the button up, sit down, make food. Game time. Yeah. Like that's literally like right when I don't do anything else when I get home. Yeah. You know, it's like I just unpack my stuff, sit down. I'm like locked in Champ Hill.
Yeah. My setup for work is like I work from home right now, and it's literally like in this room right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just work from here.
That's where we're doing this, by the way. We've been doing this has been at your house in your room.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't really leave my room all that much, but like I got everything that I need.
Fresh air, never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. But I got second question we can move on to is how long have we known each other?
Well, we're both from the same town. Yeah. So I'm thinking like not fifth grade, middle school.
Yeah, I think it was sixth grade.
Yeah.
So what? How long has that been?
Over 8 years, like 10 years.
No, longer than that.
Well, 8, so we're
9, 10, like 11, 12
Yeah, 11,
years.
12 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Money.
Old.
Yeah. But I think like we've been like close friends, like probably best of friends, probably like 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think it was like at first we didn't really know each other that well. Then towards the end of middle school, like 8th grade, we started to be friends. Yeah. And then all throughout high school and college, we were close. Yeah. And then up until now.
Damn, that's a lot.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it is.
Like I hear people say they've had friends for like, 5, 6, 10 years, whatever. And I'm like, dude, that's us, bro.
Yeah. And like we're still in like the same core group of friends.
Yeah,
like since like back then.
Yeah, like throughout high school, we've had just the same group of friends. It's really just been with the 5 of us. Yeah. So
I mean, and you guys don't know the other 3. Maybe they'll one day.
You know what's if you think that's funny about our group of friends is none of them game other than one of them. Yeah. Yeah. One other friend that we have, his name's Griffin. He's the only one who games. All the rest of them, like, I think they own like an Xbox 360 and that's it. Yeah. And they play like sports games very rarely.
Yeah. They don't game at all.
No.
Like ever. So when we're talking about video games and stuff, like they're lost. Yeah. They have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. One of our friends is very interested in it though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Like our group of friends. We got a very mixed group.
Yeah. That's the thing with all our friends too, is we're all in totally different things. Yeah. You know? Like none of us really do the same kind of like we're not all in the same line of work. Yeah. We don't have the same hobbies, you know, all from like different backgrounds. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a very diverse group, which I like. It's fun.
Yeah. No, it's nice because like we're the group of friends where like we go and do our own thing and then we all come and hang out together and you know, we all just get along. Nothing changed.
But yeah, so we've known each other now. We've known each other for probably 12 years. 12 years, and we've been friends for 10 years or so.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Which
is back in middle school.
Oh yeah,
man.
Oh yeah, back in the day on the hustle.
Yeah. Which so we can go into the next question.
Yeah. We'll keep firing through these.
Why did we start the podcast? So you can go first on this.
Well, I think we ended up starting. I got inspired by seeing guys like Zuma from the Flank, Hex doing the Optic podcast and the Eavesdrop podcast, and another guy we don't really mention him a lot because he doesn't do the podcast as of now is Nameless. He had was the CODcast, which is still like that's got to be one of the best names. Like behind
so clean.
Behind our name.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? CODcast is a super clean name.
Yeah.
And they would just talk about Call of Duty and everything, but those guys are all in the scene, like either they're like Hex is a team owner, former professional sniper.
Yeah.
and all the other guys are all like retired players.
Yeah.
And that's where a big base is, and there wasn't a lot of people, there isn't still many people who do anything on casual Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Where we're fans of professional Call of Duty, but we're at the end of the day, like we don't live in ranked play.
Yep.
Like we don't compete. Like we play it for fun.
Yep.
We're big fans of it, and there was no spot for that.
Yep. Yeah.
And we hear all the time too. I'm sure you did too. We hear all the time on these podcasts. We're like, oh, we need to bring people in, bring people in, all stuff. And the people that watch it, who are watching these professionals, like they know all about it already. You know. So that's what we've always been trying to do is throughout these, we talk about our casual stuff, but then also mention that CDL stuff, trying to get people interested in that too.
Yeah. Cause there was an open space, like nobody was filling the space of casual Call of Duty players.
Yeah.
And in these podcasts, if like any of you guys listen to them, like they're always talking about, like you said, bringing casual fans in and like what casual fans like want to see and like, GAing certain like weapons and stuff to fans care and stuff like that. And, you look at the live stream and like all these like fans like, they're shit talking or saying like whatever, but there's no like content out there that actually speaks, like someone speaking on behalf of everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like our goal is to just get more, Call of Duty fans into the CDL. Yeah. At the end of the day, CDL is going to be big and we want to contribute to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we didn't see anybody, and now there is, I can't remember their names, I should know them. The guys, I think it's the same thing. It's two guys and they're Warzone guys. They talk they have a podcast on Warzone. You know what I'm talking about?
The Amateur Warzone.
Yeah, Amateur Warzone. Yeah. There's them, and then there's other guys too. I don't know if they're casual or not. The Ego Chow podcast. I've seen them around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're two esports journalists.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're in it.
Yeah. And there is a podcast, like it's a pretty big podcast, the Drop Shot podcast. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
And like they just focus on like all just Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah.
But I think like we feel like a really specific niche of, we are casual gamers at the end of the day, and other people would probably classify us as tryhards.
Right.
Which, whatever you want to call us, sweats, whatever, we'll take it.
We like to win.
Yeah, we go into a COD lobby and we want to win.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose. But, and we follow the competitive scene, and we want to get, people like us to start following the scene more.
Right, and help people get better at the game, too.
Yeah.
Because there's not many people talk about, like, there's so many people that play multiplayer, but there's nobody that has, a voice that really just talks about, like, the casual experience.
Yeah.
Because some of those guys who play, like, professionally or at like any level like that, whether they're former pros or current pros, it's so hard for them, if not impossible, to relate to just being like an everyday like player of the game.
Yeah, like your normal, like me, your normal 9 to 5 person, like they get off of work and they do whatever between like after work and then like after dinner, and then what do they do after? Like
exactly.
They can't relate to that, which I mean, that's their job to like game and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We have no ties in any like esport or anything like that. Again, we both have full-time jobs where they don't do anything with gaming. Yeah. So that's why it's just fun for us to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, this leads into like our next question later on, but like we've been playing COD for a while, which is a big reason why we wanted to start this podcast. And
I feel we've got the experience.
Yeah, exactly. We're vets at this point. And I think a big thing too was like we started this during quarantine.
We did.
Well, like, I mean, I guess technically we're still sort of in quarantine. I don't know. we won't get into that.
Who knows what the hell's going on?
Yeah, like it's still a pandemic, but but we started this February 2021, and you know, I guess that was like everyone was trying, like, still inside, like trying to, you know, work and figure out what they want to do, and like I remember seeing everyone like, oh, you need a side hustle now, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, we should start a podcast just because like we like talking about COD. We do this anyways.
Yeah,
like while we're gaming.
Yeah,
and like when we hang out.
Yeah, exactly. No, you and I talk about Call of Duty all the time. Like we talk about other stuff too, but a lot of times like we just love talking about gaming.
Yeah. And ever since the CDL like franchise too, like this is a perfect opportunity for you know, us to talk about it.
Yeah,
because I'm sure there are a lot of like other competitive fans that, you know, have followed more than us and whatnot, but you know, maybe they're more competitive than us and they're trying to become a pro, which, you know, that's not our goal.
No,
but we're just fans of the CDL.
Yeah, exactly. So trying to give a different, like, a fan perspective.
Yeah,
about the whole thing.
Exactly. So I get that covers that question.
Yeah, right. But we can go on and on.
Next question is, how did we come up with the name, the COD Casuals?
I don't know. I thought I came up with it, didn't I? I thought I thought we'd throw names around.
You know, because we emphasize like we need
the casual
aspect. Yeah,
yeah, we need to show that it's.
You probably
casuals.
said like the COD Casuals.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I like that.
Yeah,
and me and you, it's so weird. Mike and I think
the same
way. It's kind of crazy because I remember. Like, I still have the sketchbook of writing, like, the COD Casuals.
Yeah.
And then I remember us talking on the phone. And then you were like, I wrote down the COD Casuals, too. I'm like,
there you go.
The fuck?
There you go, right?
Yeah. I remember that conversation vividly.
Yeah, so I think we just... I don't think there was any, like, you know, beacon of light that just kind of shined out. We're like, you know.
Yeah.
I think we just thought it was a good name because we wanted to have casuals in it so people didn't get scared of it, you know?
Yeah. And, like... We looked up the name to see if, you know,
it was taken
or not, and it wasn't.
And that was it.
So we took it.
Yeah, so now it's ours. And then we made a logo out of it, paid some guy.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy is, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So we're the COD Casuals.
Yeah, exactly.
The COD Casuals.
Yeah, and then I think once we had the logo, like I had my buddy Ryan, who went and made the intro music that you guys heard.
Mm-hmm.
And then we paid a guy to go make our logo.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And then we were just kind of off to the races.
Yep, yeah. And we just started just recording.
Yeah. So that's that question answered.
Yeah, that's an origin story.
I guess it's not so exciting. It's just we were brainstorming, came up with it, boom.
Yeah. We came up with like other names too.
Yeah, no, we did.
Casual's just like stuck.
Yeah. No, had a good ring to it.
Yeah. And you know what? I think this is a perfect time to switch to the Call of Duty questions because we're about to hit the 30-minute mark, and I'm gonna have to reset the camera.
Okay.
So, we'll
see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll go to
again. If there's any issues with it, guys, we apologize. It's our first time.
Yeah,
bear with us. You get to see our beautiful faces.
Yeah, exactly.
That's blessing enough. You know.
So when it hits like half an hour or something, I'll
sure
reset the camera. But all right, so ready?
Yeah.
First question on the Call of Duty side.
Oh boy.
How did you get into Call of Duty and your first ever memory?
Okay. So how did I get into COD? I was fortunate when I was a kid. I had a PS2, and I have no idea who bought it. If my mom or dad got it for me, it was Call of Duty Finest Hour, which I think is I got my computer up. I can't remember which order, like how that falls in with the rest of them. Call of Duty order.
While you're searching that up, I'm gonna reset the camera again.
Yeah,
bear
sure.
with us. But the audio's still gonna go.
Yeah. Now let me just see if I can find this. I think it's the second one. But I'm not too sure because it's. Let me go see if I can find this really quick as I bear with here. That's the thing. It doesn't really say. Oh no! So there's the first one, Call of Duty. Then there's Call of Duty United Offensive. I've never heard of that. And then there was Call of Duty Finest Hour in 2004. Sheesh. That was the first one I played. Obviously, just campaign. And first memory that I have of that is it's the first mission of that game. And I can't remember exactly what. Like, I can't remember what the name of the mission is. I think it's in Stalingrad because that's like where all those games took place. Yeah, and it's like I know exactly what the music sounds like.
Mhm.
There was a part later in that mission where there's like all these bunkers and you have to like break through like in the trenches
Mhm.
and lower the Nazi flag
Yeah,
and put
yeah.
up the American flag. And there's this Russian sniper who is helping you out.
Mhm.
And she's like, "It will cover you,"
Yeah.
And like their mouths are like moving like that.
Yeah.
That's my first memory of
Yeah.
it, and I was horrified.
Yeah.
I was so scared
Mhm.
because those games were really scary back then.
Yeah,
Like, if you're a kid,
Yeah.
terrible. That's my first memory.
First
though.
one.
Yeah, what's yours?
So mine was my first COD was MW2, which I think a lot of
Start
people,
off on a good one.
Yeah, a lot of people, our age, our generation, like grew up on MW2.
Mm-hmm.
But I was over a friend's house, me and 3 other guys. This was like MW just came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no idea what Call of Duty was. Like, didn't know like there were consoles to be like. I had an Xbox. I didn't know there was like PlayStations.
Right.
Sony made a console.
Right.
And I was on the original Xbox, and I went over his house, and the 4 of us were playing on D-Rail, split screen, and we were fighting for like a house.
Yeah. The main house in there, is it? Like,
No, it was like off on the side,
okay.
like of D-Rail. Like it wasn't in the main like building.
Yeah.
It was like this house off to the side where like the train was, and it was it was like a 1-story house. It had like 2 bedrooms,
Mm-hmm.
and we literally spent hours, like all day. Like I remember, like from the morning to the night, just us like fighting for that house,
Yeah.
using rocket launchers and like RPGs, and just shooting through the walls and
Yeah.
stuff. And that's all we did.
Yeah.
And this was before like I didn't know what Call of Duty was. I didn't know there was multiplayer.
Right.
I just thought this game was fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't even play like any multiplayer. You're just
No.
yeah, random guns and everything.
Yeah. And then I'm like a few months later, I asked for a PS3, and my uncle got me one. And first game I got was MW2.
There you go.
And then I figured out what multiplayer was, and I was like, oh man,
Hooked.
I'm so good at this game. I'm going 7-20.
Yeah, right. Do we all have this?
But yeah, that's my first memory of Call of Duty. So it was that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like how it started from there.
Yeah. Now it's weird. Like those games, I remember playing it. I remember playing Finest Hour. It was in my parents' bedroom. I think that's where it was.
Mhm.
I think, or is in my room. I can't totally remember.
Mhm.
But when I started playing multiplayer, that's when it was COD 4.
Mhm.
COD 4 or World at War.
Yeah.
I think it was really World at War though. I had COD 4
Yeah.
and played the campaign,
Mhm.
and then I went and played World at War campaign a bunch.
Mhm.
With my friend Corey. I remember he came over and we played it. And then that's when I started playing multiplayer
Mhm.
on that. And then I realized, I'm like, oh my God, COD 4 has a multiplayer too.
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
no way. So I went back to that. Yeah, and I grinded the shit out of those games.
Yeah.
I was terrible though.
So that actually leads into the next
But that
question.
does show. In COD 4, I remember I got all the camos that game, and I was
Mhm.
probably absolute trash at that game.
Yeah.
Like, that shows you can have a lot of stuff, but you can be absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I was probably horrible.
I feel like if we went in 1v1 or like pass off, like it'd be
smoke them in the ground.
Because like it's crazy because we've talked about it. Like our younger selves, like I played on a way higher sensitivity.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was cracked
Yeah.
as a kid,
Yeah.
and then now like
The higher sense, the better.
yeah, now I play like half of that,
Yeah.
and I'm playing. I like still fast, but like smarter
Yeah.
and slower.
Oh, yeah. Now, my, like, way I used to play, I played on, like, 8 or 9 sensitivity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how. I remember I would do that on PS3. I
Yeah.
would go back to it, and I
Yeah.
would see how I played, and I was like, what was I doing?
Yeah. Like how did I play on that?
Yeah.
But that actually leads into the next question. Like, when did we start like playing Call of Duty, like actually for real, and like getting good at it?
MW3.
Yeah, that was
Easy.
me too.
Yeah.
Like, I think I remember playing MW2, and I started getting like better like towards the end of it. But then MW3 came out, and like I hated that game at first
Yeah.
because I also didn't know like Call of Duty like came out with games every single year.
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing. And MW3 came out, and I was like, this game is nothing like MW2. It sucks.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, like I just got bored of MW2, and I just got back on MW3, and I just didn't stop playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, MW3 was definitely, it was like a different kind of grind because, like, prior to that, I played World at War a ton, Played COD 4 a ton. MW2 I played a lot. I think I put like 30 days on MW2. Like I would watch guys like on YouTube. I'd watch montages all the time, and like I was really into it.
Yeah.
But it was more like I don't know. I just like I played it a lot, but it was kind of weird. It's hard to explain how I was into it. It was like I would look up like noob tube spots all the time. Like this guy, I remember. I wonder if anyone listened to him or ever know his name was. Maybe you know him. His name was Giendor. It was like it was like he was. I don't know where he was from. He might have been from like Saudi Arabia or something because that was always his title. And I went on his YouTube channel and it was all like in Arabic. Yeah. Dude, he was crazy with like noob tube spots. That was like what he was. He was one of the top players in the world. Yeah. And he never prestiged. That was his thing. In all the games, like you'd go back to him, he never prestiged. He'd always just be 55 and he'd stop. Because back then you could choose to like whatever prestige.
You could prestige and you literally reset everything.
And it was up to you if you wanted to do it or not. Now you have no choice. But I would watch him like all these spots on like Afghan and on Wasteland. Like it was all domination or search and destroy spots. Crazy.
I thought I clocked in a lot of time in MW2 because like I played that game a lot. And I went back and looked. I had like 12 days, and I was like,
not that.
Only 12 days because MW3 I had 45 days, something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, we're somewhere around there.
Yeah, and MW3 was the first COD where like I got really really good at COD. And like I wanted to win, and like I got in, and that's when I started to like learn what guns I liked and like how to play and like found my play style. No, I agree. I think like MW2, like it was just kind of like I don't know. I got into all that little like weird stuff, like certain. And that game was just kind of nuts too. Like you'd use the ACR and the UMP and be frying, you know. But MW3, I definitely hit like a different stride with that game. Yeah, I think it's because of like,
and that was the first game we started playing together a lot on.
Yeah, MW3. Yeah, we played a lot together.
We played a ton.
And I was gonna say too, like MW2, everybody like talked about it, but like our generation, like if you played COD, like you played MW2. But if like how old were we back then? Like
I don't know.
That was 2009, right?
Yeah.
But I couldn't even imagine like I think we were too young to understand like how to get good at COD, and the people that were like 16 to 18 years old, around there, like a few years older than us, that was their COD. That was a COD that they got really really good at,
right?
And then generate like a few years later.
Because it was Modern Warfare 2, then Black Ops, which I didn't really like Black Ops at the time. I wasn't like super crazy about it. There were things that I really like about it, but I didn't really go too hard on that. I think I made it to like 5th or 6th prestige, and then I might have stopped. I can't remember.
Yeah, I skipped Black Ops because I didn't know like CODs came out. I didn't know there was Treyarch and Infinity Ward.
Yeah, two devs. Yeah,
and I skipped Black Ops, and then I went to MW3. When that came out after.
Right. But yeah, MW3 is definitely where we hit the most. Like we got the best, really worked hard on that game.
Yeah. That's when we started defining like our COD, like how we played COD.
Yeah, for sure.
But next question is, what is your favorite COD?
My favorite COD? Oh, man. One that I could go back and play like all the time and probably never get bored of it. Probably BO3 or BO4.
Favorite COD of all time,
probably.
Yeah.
Or no. I'd say I'd throw MW3 in there. Those are my top three. MW3, BO3, BO4. Yeah. Probably one that I could go back and always play. Man, it's either MW3 or BO4.
Yeah.
For me, it's got to be. World at War is my nostalgia game, but I couldn't. I get bored of it.
Mine is the same exact thing. Yeah. MW3 for sure. Like I would go back and play
the maps, the guns. The kill streaks, everything about that game was so much fun. Yeah,
and I mean, a second close, like I thought about this for a while, would be BO4 because I almost had BO4 first, like overall, but like I don't know, that MW3 was really good.
Yeah,
like remove all the specialists, like it was just pure gun skill.
Yeah, MW3 was literally MW 2.0, like or was it 2.5?
Yeah,
but it was literally everything that was broken. Hot take. MW2 was great. But there were so many things that people just forget about, like they never fixed. That was completely destroyed that game. Like it made it so frustrating.
Yeah, MW3 was more refined.
Yeah,
when it came out.
exactly.
Yeah, and people are gonna be like,
that's
what?
the worst take I've ever said.
Well, what about the Kimboed FMJs? I'm like, oh yeah, that was broken. Or the PP90. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of things in that game, like, that were definitely broken for sure. That's like every COD, though. Look at the game we're freaking playing right now. Things are busted, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd say MW3 or BO4. BO4, I'm so bummed that I didn't get that game when it first came out, because that game is, like, for sure one of my favorites. Yeah. That game is so freaking good.
Yeah.
It's very fun. Yeah, it's very hard to find any, like, faults in that game.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, those are my two favorites.
Yeah, mine too. MW3, BO4.
There you go.
So
least favorite.
Least favorite? World War II. Dog shit. Move on. That game. Someone on my friends list was playing World War II.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, I was like, well, what is he doing?
Yeah,
I was like, dude, that guy. I messaged him. I'm like, that game sucks. Yeah. And that's
Did you say anything back?
He was like,
LOL.
Yeah. I think he just said, haha. That's it.
No, mine's it's either World War II or probably MW.
Yeah.
Trash.
Like,
throw in the bin.
Yeah, those games can. Yeah. I'd be perfectly fine skipping those games.
Yeah, they never happened.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But next question for COD is, when did you start getting into competitive Call of Duty, and how did you get into it?
Oh man, it's weird. I've always known about FaZe and I've known about Optic. More Optic. I remember Optic Jambi.
I remember that. That's a throwback.
Yeah.
Remember Optic Predator?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember those. They put out sniping montages.
Yeah.
I used to remember Hex doing his top 10 kill cam or top 5 kill cams of the week with Anaj.
Yeah.
I remember that. But I didn't really know that they were like an esport, or that they were like an actual competitive gaming.
Yeah.
The first person I ever heard of was Rambo.
Yeah.
He was he was the first competitive player I'd ever heard of, Rambo Ray, he's a coach for the Optic Dallas.
Texas.
Or Dallas, Texas. Optic Texas. It was in my mind. Yeah. So it's kind of weird thinking that that's the same guy.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the first person I ever heard of, because I remember seeing what he looked like. I can't remember where it was though. But probably around like not BO2. It might have been. I'm trying to think when it was. It might have been a little bit later, honestly. It might have been into like the advanced movement stuff, like in AW. Yeah. I think around that time is when I started to kind of follow it. Yeah. Like actually watch games and stuff. Probably around then. I knew about it prior, but never watched it until then. Because I was watching YouTube at that point a lot. Like,
yeah.
So I would see stuff of it being posted and all that.
Yeah, and that's like, that's how we got into like, the Optic guys and FaZe guys and stuff. When did I first start watching competitive COD? Like, I watched BO2 tournaments. I had no idea that like there was a schedule. I didn't if there was a schedule.
Yeah.
But I remember tuning in and like watching like the old Optic team like play.
Yeah.
Like Scum was the person that got me into competitive, which I think a lot of people.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a lie. Nate Shot was. Yeah. Because I knew Nade, and he played on the Black Ops 2 team for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he did Snipers Going Ham with Optic Predator.
Yeah.
And they would just go in and just do 2v2 snipers.
Yeah.
Against everyone. But then I watched in BO2, like I didn't follow it like super closely. I just knew of like the big name teams.
Right.
And then what came after that? What came after BO2? Ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ghosts.
Yeah. I'll go fact check.
And Ghost was when like I started getting into it, like, cause that I remember like Optic, they won like gold medals that year, and that's when like I was really following it. And then I would text you like on the side, I'm like, yo, check this out.
Yeah.
And then like we would just like watch it here and there. Like we never really talked about it. We just played COD.
Yeah.
Cause like I'll go back and we'll talk about it. But like there was a large break where you and I just didn't play COD.
Yeah.
For a while together.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it was Ghosts. After Ghosts was
AW.
Yeah, and then AW, that was the year that Attach came in, and Attach came in and won COD Champs that year. And that was when I was like, okay, this is a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, guys are winning like a lot of money doing this, and it's possible to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I got super like intrigued about it. And those guys would start posting like vlogs and stuff. And that was when I was big on like, you know, YouTube, and like these guys would post their own like vlogs about everything.
Right.
And I remember seeing FaZe Rain, FaZe Apex, Blaziken, and all these guys, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to like an MLG event." I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
And they would show up, and like their FaZe team was there, like playing.
Yeah.
So I've been watching for a while, but like super focusing on it, I guess like BO3. Like that was when you and I talked a lot about it.
Yeah. I think since then, since Black Ops 3, we were really into it.
Yeah, because as I mentioned before, like BO3 was the but the game where you and I came back and played a lot together. Because there was a stint between MW3 and BO3.
Well, there was MW3 we played. Black Ops 2 we didn't.
Yeah.
Ghosts, I think we did a little bit, not much.
No, I never played Ghosts.
Oh, you didn't play Ghosts.
Yeah.
AW, I don't know if we did.
I remember. Did you buy AW?
Yeah, IW I did not. Infinite Warfare I did not buy. So Advanced Warfare I didn't buy. So that's
Advanced Warfare. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 3 CODs we didn't really play it all together.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 3 we played a lot.
Yeah, because I remember AW when it first came out. It was launched on the PS4, and I bought it for the PS3. And I remember you coming over, and we were playing, and we were like, "These textures are awful."
Yeah. Right.
And I think I got to like first prestige and just stopped playing after that.
Yeah.
Because like you weren't on, and like I had no one else to play with.
Yeah.
And then IW. Well, no. Yeah, IW came after that, right? No,
after
BO3.
What? After what?
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, Black Ops 3.
Yeah, so and that was a game where you and I like we got back on and hustled.
Yeah.
We grinded that game. And that's when we followed like competitive like pretty seriously.
And that's when you also had a PS4 too.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the biggest thing.
What, I got it like 3 years later or something like that?
Yeah. So that's when you got the PS4, and then I think that's because we could play together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you had the PS4. So because there was no cross play.
Yeah.
So you got the PS4, and then we started playing Black Ops 3. We skipped IW.
Yeah.
World War II, I don't even know if we played that together.
World War II, this was when we were going into college.
Yeah.
So, like, you and I, like, we talked and stuff.
Yeah,
but we didn't play COD together.
Yeah, well, the thing is with World War II, like you're saying, it was one of your least favorite games. I mean, I didn't really play it that much either. I think I maybe got to first or second prestige and I stopped playing because it wasn't interesting to me.
Yeah,
you know. But then Black Ops 4 came out and you were on the hustle with that, and we were talking a lot like during that. But I didn't play. That's when I didn't play at all.
Yeah,
I didn't play Black Ops 4.
Yeah, this was like during college. Like, you know, you and I had completely different like college. You know, experiences, yeah. Because my first year of college, like, I hated it, and I ended up transferring and stuff, and so I played World War II, and that's when like I played that game, I hated it, went back to BO3 and just grinded that game like all my freshman year, sophomore year. That was when BO4 came out, and I was rooming with like someone back from our hometown. And I mean, I loved that game. I was grinding that game. And like he was playing too. So like I had someone to play with.
Right.
I feel like regardless, like even if I didn't have him like grinding with, like I would have been playing that game.
Yeah, that game was that good. Yeah. I don't know why. I just probably because of school and everything, and I wasn't really playing I wasn't playing COD at all. I think I really just was playing. I'm trying to even think like what kind of games during that time I was playing.
From what I remember, because I didn't like college, guys.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 years, I like enjoyed it a lot, but my first 2 years, I hated it.
Yeah.
Call of Duty like
saved you.
Yeah, literally got me through.
Yeah.
But you weren't on playing at all.
Yeah.
Which is what most college people do. They're out hanging out with their friends.
Yeah. No, I didn't play, but then Modern Warfare came out. And I played that a decent amount, and then when we were playing, that's when we came back and we started playing that.
together. Yeah.
That's when we started playing that game together.
Mhm.
And I think part of it was because of the whole CDL franchising. We were really excited for that.
Yeah.
So we started playing the game,
Mhm.
hated it,
Mhm.
and then you were like, I remember you came over to my place and you were like, dude, get Black. Oh, I think you brought your disc over. And we played it, and you're like, dude, try out Black Ops 4, like, see if you like it. And we literally prestiged it in a day. And I was like, dude, this is the greatest game ever.
Yeah.
And I went and bought it, and then I went,
Mhm.
and then after that, we played Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, and we played Cold War all together.
Yep.
And now Vanguard. So we've just been hustling all these games.
Yeah. And the start was BO4.
Yeah.
Technically MW, but BO4 like caused it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those college years were weird. That was like when like I remember like talking to you about BO4, but like you were mentioning that BO4 looks so similar to Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. You're on the fence about it, and then college and stuff just came.
Boy, was I wrong about that. Yeah.
You got a whole year played through it.
Yeah. No, Black Ops 4 was, I was told, I mean, it like if I really wanted to defend myself to whatever extent, yeah, it looks the same, like color wise, but that's literally like the only similarity. Like that, I guess, in the specialists. But everything else about that game is like way different.
Yeah. Because I mean, you and I, like, I feel like we have similar tastes for Call of Duties. We have like somewhat the same play style.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, what was that question? We went off on a tangent about
how we got into competitive.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, we got into it like, just with some random people like that, like that I ended up seeing. And then it's only been in the past few years that I've really started to follow it. Like
it's definitely like the franchise.
Yeah.
CEO.
That's helped. And even like during like Advanced Warfare, around that time is when I started to follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch every game at all, like nothing like that. But I started to pay more attention to it. And I watched like champs and I watched some things like that.
Yeah. The big events.
Yeah, but I didn't really know anybody.
Yeah. I like, again, same thing.
But now I go back and I see them and I'm like, dude, it's these guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like I would only watch like the major events, like the MLGs, because there was no schedule out.
Yeah.
The only time I would ever find it is if like Nate or Scump, they're like, we're live on MLG TV.
Yeah.
And I would just go on and like watch them.
Yeah.
But other than that, like there's no structure like back then. Now there's like a whole schedule.
Yeah.
Like you guys have it easy.
Yeah. Now it's very professional.
But yeah, that's how we got into competitive. And ever since then, like we've just been
hooked.
Watching. Yeah.
Been hooked.
And this side note, like my first time ever seeing like esports, like just in general, was I think we were in middle school and I was flipping through the TV. And it was MTV, and people were playing like Halo on these tube TVs.
Oh yeah,
I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah,
and then I flipped like off of it. But I remember seeing that as a kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they must have been playing Halo. That's what I was.
They had, yeah. Can you imagine if there was COD?
Dude, they were on like tube
on
TVs,
on the box TVs.
Yeah, and like they had like folding chairs and stuff, and like it was so crazy. They're on like folding tables and stuff.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And I couldn't believe this was on TV.
Yeah. And nowadays, it's like to think where it's come, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now they're like filling out stadiums.
Yeah, seriously. It's nuts.
But yeah, so those are all the Call of Duty questions. I got 2 bonus questions where we can round it out.
Yeah.
First one, we kind of answered like hobbies outside of gaming.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, for me, it's music. Another thing I guess too is like, I mean, I like sports, but racing. I like racing.
Yeah, you follow racing.
Yeah. I follow a ton of racing, like motocross, motorcycle racing, Formula One.
I'm sure there are people listening there that like follow that. I just follow the NFL and NBA.
Yeah, and we've talked about that like a little bit in our episodes. I've started to get more into the NFL. NBA, I'm not even close. I haven't even delved into that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but yeah, I already answered that one.
And then another question is, what other games do we play besides Call of Duty? So we've mentioned it in like random episodes here and there. Yeah,
no, I don't know. I've always like kind of gone all over the place with games. I think that's one thing I do pat myself on the back about is I'm not like just one type of game. I try to be pretty diverse. I think the only like some games that I don't like RPGs aren't really my go-to all the time. But having said that, I've been playing since you got me back into it, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like the newer generation of Assassin's Creed.
Mhm.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Obsessed with that game.
Yeah.
But some games like Witcher I didn't really like. You know, I don't play sports games at all. It's really like the Assassin's Creed games I play. Spider-Man I really liked. I play a ton of games.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to add to like you're a trophy hunter.
Yeah.
So like you like Mike plays a lot of games.
Yeah. No, I definitely like I hunt for trophies all the time. It's funny, Call of Duty I don't at all for those games. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go for platinums like all the freaking time in games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many I've got now. Like probably almost 30. You know, which I guess like to some people that's probably not a lot, but
yeah,
I like playing a lot of games. Like if it's a really good game, like I'll go for the platinum in it. But Call of Duty, I think maybe Modern Warfare. Well, no, just the Modern Warfare one that came out recently.
MW2, the campaign.
Was it MW2 that came campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah. I platinum.
played it.
Yeah. I platinum. I think they did. Well, it was a COD. No, not COD 4. I didn't do that one then. Modern Warfare 2's campaign that they released, I went and platinum that one. That's probably the only COD I've ever platinumed.
Yeah,
COD's hard to platinum.
Yeah,
it is hard.
Yeah,
not as a Call of Duty player, just as a trophy hunter. That game it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm on the other end. Like I don't hunt for trophies.
Yeah,
I only do it for like
if you love the game.
If I really really like the game and it's like I don't know, it's weird for like specific challenges.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed and like Spider-Man, like those weren't like hard challenges or like hard platinums.
Yeah.
Like I could get them by like grinding the game. The challenges that I don't like are the I don't even know how to explain, like stuff in The Last of Us. Like some of them like beat it on this difficulty.
Yeah.
And like
like Uncharted.
Yeah. Stuff like that. It's like I don't know. It's I never tried platinuming like those types.
Yeah.
If it's like a game where like I gotta grind it out, I can get through that.
Yeah.
But if it's games like what are they?
Like
Bloodborne, those type of games.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
Dude, those games where like they're supposed to be hard, I'm not even gonna bother to play it or like try to platinum it.
Yeah. Those games don't appeal to me.
Yeah, because I mean they look cool, but I just, man, if I'm dying over and over, like the game's supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
No. I want to experience a game. I play a lot of like single player games. I mean, you and I play like similar games.
Yeah.
For the most part.
No, we like those games. Like probably one of our favorite series is Uncharted.
We're going to see that movie.
Yeah, going to see the movie.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Uncharted is a really good game series. I like all the like old PS2 platformers. I'm a huge fan of those, like Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. What's the other one I'm missing? Jak and Daxter. That's my favorite game of all time. I like all those games. Played them a bajillion times, but yeah, some of them like those kind of games I'm not really crazy about. I don't like 2D fighters.
Yeah,
like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. No, it's just those games don't interest me.
Yeah,
you know. But I don't know. I like a lot like single player games like with a good story. And that's kind of broad, but I love games like that. I'll always give them a shot.
Yeah, we're suckers for story games.
And something too. One other thing we can add to that we both really get into are survival games.
Yeah.
Big fan of survival games. Like we've been playing. Not like as of late because of COD and everything. Stranded Deep. We played Subnautica. Yeah, amazing game.
That game was great.
Yeah,
got you into Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is fantastic game. Yeah, so we try to play a lot of those games, but with COD, like obviously because we do this and just in general, like when the game is like when there's a new season or if the game's really good, like we don't play a ton of single player.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Like we're on the hustle in COD. We truly grind COD.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are people that grind COD more than us. Yeah. But you know, we work full-time jobs, and you know, after we come, like to most people, like right, like we work full-time, and when most people come back home, like they just chill.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we don't have time to like game.
Right.
Like we make time to game because we need to.
Yeah. No, and it's fun because we obviously, you know, we're close friends, so we just like we chat on there anyway. It's just a fun thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely, you and I, like we swap ideas of like games and stuff, and like we'll try out like other games that you know you recommend or like I recommend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
is that all the questions?
Last question is one thing that surprised you since starting this podcast. Deep.
How easy it is. No, I'm kidding. No, I think is the opposite. Probably how hard it can be.
Mm-hmm.
I think coming up with ideas and everything all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that can be tough.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the biggest thing or something that's hard about it is just all the work that goes into actually doing it, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to have a presence, like everything with social media, like that's always been hard. Like trying to be active and trying to, you know, fill that space.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast ideas, everything like that. It's hard. You know, the actual doing of it is the easiest part.
Yeah, that's the easiest part.
It's everything else that's the hardest part.
Outside of it, yeah. What you guys don't see.
Yeah, it's like, everything that we're doing like throughout the week to try to grow it and get it out there, that's the hardest stuff. But when I come over and we're doing it, and then we hit record, that's the easiest stuff.
Yeah, right? Like, we're at an hour already, and, like, it didn't feel like an hour.
No.
This is, like, the best part of it.
Yeah. That's for me the hardest part.
Yeah, the hardest part for me, like, I think I would say, like, coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
Like, that part.
Mm-hmm.
And just the whole, like, creative side of it. Because, like, we try to be pretty intentional with every episode that we make.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we plan out ideas before, like, coming into the episode. And those can be hard because, like, you know, COD's COD.
Yeah.
And, you know, there aren't updates every single week.
Yeah.
So trying to come up with, like, different topics and, you know, other video ideas can get tough.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, and that's like, even, like, the hardest part for sure was when the CDL, since we do like to try to talk a little bit about that, when that wasn't happening at all, like during the off season, because the off season's so long.
Yeah, so long.
That's hard because it's like that's something we can't even talk about at all, and there's no news about it. It's literally like competitive Call of Duty is dead.
Yeah,
like there's nothing. It doesn't exist, and then it all of a sudden just comes up again.
Yeah, and we don't want to just like rant about like off season rumors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's we can't do that. That'd be for other people like some people may not know him as a Tactical Rab.
Yeah.
He's a guy on YouTube. He talks only about CDL stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to know, like, super, super in-depth about CDL, like, not related to anything casual, like, he's that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Know? But that's not us.
Yeah.
So that's, like, that's kind of hard.
Yeah. The whole creative aspect is just, like, it can get tough. Like,
yeah, for sure.
For me, like, when I'm designing, like, the thumbnails and stuff, that can get like pretty tiring.
Yeah.
With like, you know, some of these YouTubers, like they have templates or they just have like other, like a dedicated person making thumbnails.
Yeah.
And like it obviously it's a lot easier for them. They don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
When, you know, for us, like you and I were like, we're doing everything ourselves.
Yeah.
And like it's fun and stuff, but sometimes like when I'm creating thumbnails, it's like
you draw blank. You're like,
I'm like,
geez, like what do I do?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to copy like, you know, some other one that I used in the past.
Right.
Or whatnot. But, no, yeah. Just being creative.
Yeah.
It can get hard.
Yeah. And that's what's good about it, though. It's because it's a good exercise to, like, work on having to be creative and, like, really dig deep and stuff. So that's what's been great about it. It's hard, but it's good that it's taught us how to do that.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, I'm a big believer of everyone needs, like, a creative hobby. Regardless what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you know, I mean, for you, like, you have to be creative in your job, no matter what. Like, my job is it's so analytical. It's just like
numbers.
This is what it is. Which, like, I like that too. But I can tell you, like, you know, there are definitely a lot of people that aren't creative at all in my field.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, like, you don't really need to be.
Right.
But I enjoy being creative. It's just to, like, you know, let loose.
Yeah.
Let your mind wander.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and another thing I wanted to add to was the consistency. Like, at first, like it was hard.
Yeah,
like, every week.
Yeah,
like, it was pretty tough. But then, you know, once we started getting in the routine of it and figuring out, like, you know, how to upload, record, like all that stuff within the week, it got a lot easier.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm most proud about. Like, as we wrap it up, is that we've done this for a whole year and we haven't missed one episode.
Yep, 52 weeks in a row.
Right, and it's going to be another 52 weeks in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because a lot of times, like, we see so many of these podcasts and just people that are like even on YouTube, or whatever, and how inconsistent they are, and they've fallen off and all that stuff. I mean, dude, that happens so frequently. You know, like we from the get go were like, look, we're not gonna do this like every day. Like, there's no way. Yeah. Like we're gonna, you know, even though maybe like the first couple weeks we're like, dude, let's do it. You know, we got all these ideas. It's like, nah, like that doesn't. It's not feasible for our schedules, and it's just, you know, we're gonna burn out real quick. Yeah, exactly. You know, once a week is perfect. Yeah, exactly. And like we already, again, like when we're off, like Mike's gonna go home and we're probably gonna eat and then we're gonna play. Yeah, exactly. Like this is just so easy for us. Yeah. And I don't know, you can't put time on like creativity. No. Can't put a time limit on it. No, not at all. And I don't know. I'm just really proud that we've gone 52 weeks in a row. Hell yeah. We've done it. Yeah, we've done it. And to everybody who's been listening since the first episode or has come in, you know, we can't thank you enough. It means the world to us. It's insane to us that there's even one person listening to us. Yeah. I remember when we got the first like play. Yeah. And it wasn't us like re-listening to it. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, the thing too about it is we haven't told anybody about this. Yeah. Literally no one knows about this. Yeah. Like I think I've mentioned it to my parents and that's it. And like I haven't told anybody about it. Yeah. Like, and none of our, so like they're not listening to it. You know, like none of our closest friends know about it. Nobody knows it's a thing. So it's actual people who are listening to it. I know, which is it's crazy to me. Yeah. And when the like Boston event happens, like, oh my God, like anybody that's local, like now you know what we look like. Yeah, exactly. You know? You'll be able to find us. Yeah. Like I don't know. It's just really cool to think about that. You know, we've been watching YouTube for so long, like all these creators, and listening to these podcasts, and now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. Yeah. Because like I mean, clearly, like from a young age, I think we both knew like this is something that we just wanted to do for fun. Yeah. Which I think is why it's so easy for us to just talk and just do it. Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree. We've always wanted to do it. Now we're doing it. And the fact that we even have anybody like who actually listens to it is a blessing. Like it's insane. Yeah, exactly. And you know, the one advice to like wrap this up, if anybody's thinking about doing this, like we're not even big at all. Like we're just talking and like, you know, people are listening to us. Yeah. Which is crazy. Yeah. And I like, again, we want this community to like engage with us. Like we want to talk to you guys. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, best advice is like, if you have an idea, like do it. Just start it. Yeah. Just do it. Yeah. The hardest thing to do is to just like actually do it. You know? Yeah. Like once we got everything going, we were just like off to the races. We're like, all right, let's actually like try to get the ball rolling. Like once you have like the microphones plugged in, you got it all set and you're just doing it, like just do it. You know what I mean? Exactly. And like it wasn't, I mean, at first, you know, episode 1, like I don't even want to go back and listen to it. Oh bro, I told you. Terrible. Yeah. You know. Hello. Welcome to episode 1. Yeah. You know, but and even like again, we're gonna listen to this like a couple, you know, months or like next year. Yeah. And we're gonna cringe at this. You know what I mean? It's like, but over the time, you just get better and better at it, and it's fun. You know, it's good. It's good repetition. Yeah, it's good practice. Yeah, and you know, just if you want to do something like this, just do it. Yeah, that's literally just start it. Yeah. You don't need like insane equipment. Like we're using like these mics aren't even that expensive. No, they're like $100. Yeah, if that. They're like $1,000. Yeah, $1,000. Not even expensive. Yeah, they're the Shure ones. Shure ones. Yeah, there's a Shure SM50. Yeah, yeah, and like we're using like a camera that I have right now, and again, like this is episode 52, and this is the first time we're doing like video. Yeah, hopefully like this works. Yeah, exactly. That would suck if it didn't. Yeah, but you know, if it doesn't, hey, yeah, we'll keep trying our best. Well, right? Exactly. We'll keep trying. But yeah, like just start it. You don't need like insane equipment. I always hear like people on YouTube like, oh, you need like this equipment, you need this. No, you fall into that trap. Yeah, you don't need it. No. You just need the bare essentials. Yeah. Like if you can get that, like just start with that, because then like for whatever reason, say you don't pan out and you don't want to really do it. You know, that's one thing. You're not even in like the hole a lot. You know? Yeah. And you can put out a pretty good product, especially nowadays. You can put out a good product for pretty cheap. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And on top of that, like when you're, you know, we just had these microphones at first, right? Yeah. And like when you're having fun, like you don't think about any of that. No. Like we're always having fun when we're recording. Yeah. So that's best advice. Just go do it. Just do it. Just start it.
started, and you'll be happy that you did it.
Yeah, because it's rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I think this is a good time to wrap it up. We're at an hour and 10 minutes now.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Yeah. So, guys, again, thank you for taking the time and listening to any of these episodes, even if it's for like a few seconds.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Engaging on any episodes, because it's cool seeing people like on Twitter and Instagram just like engaging with us. Yeah.
No, it's really cool to just see again. Like, we started from having nobody, and we've only, we don't have a lot of people following anyway. But the fact that it's anybody in general is like insane.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and we hope we can keep growing this community, and everyone here is like staying engaged with us. Cause, we're going to keep doing this because we're having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So
if you're not having fun, forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you, everyone. Make sure to check us out on anchor.fm/the COD Casuals. We're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. This video should hopefully be up. You'll see what we look like. Face reveal.
Yeah, so that'll be on Twitter. We'll make sure to let them know. You got to go to YouTube. Go check out our faces.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Match the voices to the face.
Exactly.
But again, thank you, everyone. Episode 52, 1 year anniversary of the COD Casuals. We'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy,
Episode
everybody.
53.
See ya.